you will go south on Cannon Beach from Haystack Rock. You're going to see a couple of more big rocks sticking out. They call those the mini haystacks, and they are pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of cool down here because everyone goes to, obviously, Haystack, which you need to go to.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing and all the different things around it. But down here, there is nobody, at least at this time of day. So, what is it, like 6:15, something like that?
Yeah.
So, it's just like, you just get to come out here and listen to the ocean and just explore, and it's so peaceful and it's so beautiful. So, like, the sun is setting, and I don't know.
I think
something about it.
I think there's like 6 people within 150 yards of us right now.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It is. It's about 1.5 miles from Haystack Rock down here to mini haystacks, but so worth it. Great walk. It's all hard-packed sand, especially this time of day that the tide is out.
Well, and there's something to be said when you get to go to these places and you get to essentially be by yourself.
Absolutely.
Don't you agree?
No, this has been incredible.
So
you get to walk around.
Yeah.
There's not as many rules. You could actually walk around on the rocks, and we actually got a little bit close to the one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's like a whole a cave,
through
and you
it,
can see through the waves coming through. It's hard to see on film though.
Obviously,
or camera.
Obviously, you don't want to walk on the rocks because there is, little amoebas and some plant life and everything on there. So don't walk on the rocks, but as long as you stay on the sand.
On the sand where you can.
Yeah.
And even down there where they're regulating it, that
Right.
you're allowed to do that.
Yeah,
so
walk on the sand, not the rocks.
follow the rules where you go because
absolutely.
you want to protect the environment.
Yeah.
It's it's natural and it's nature, and so you don't want to taint that. But take the time to explore. It's pretty awesome.
No, this was incredible. Well worth the walk. What, it takes about 45 minutes, maybe? About.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you're at the Haystack, it's about 1.5 miles down.
Yeah.
So, and it's a great walk. You get your steps in. It's beautiful.
And we walked slow. We were stopping, picking up
yeah.
shells and taking pictures and looking at everything.
We did a pretty good walk.
Yeah.
But definitely do it when the sun's out. Otherwise, it probably would be a little bit chilly. But
Yeah.
we're also wimps.
Yeah. We're from Arizona, remember?
Oh yes. I know.
So the sun is starting to go down. So we got the
walk back.
We got the 1.5 mile walk back to Haystack, and then another 1/2 mile back to the RV park. So when all is said and done, we'll have a good 5-mile walk.
And good for you.
You bet. All right, talk to you soon. We just finished the Tillamook factory tour. We actually paid the $15 to go on the guided tour and cheese tasting, and it was great. We had a good time with it. It's about what, 35 minutes?
Yeah. I think the difference. Well, they give you these little.
Speakers, yeah.
Yeah, they're basically speakers. You put a little earpiece on, and then you hear your tour guide, and they just take you through the process of their cheese making.
Right.
And then you go into a room, and they have a little tray with 4 different cheeses on it, and then cheese curds in the corner, and they have you go through them and taste them, and they tell you all about them and what they pair well with, and it was super informative. I thought it was a good tour. I liked it.
Yeah, and then afterwards, our tour was at 10:15 this morning, so we got here and there was only a handful of people, so we went on the tour, came back down after the tour.
It's crowded. I didn't know Tillamook got this crowded. I mean, they have a whole eating area where you can obviously get their ice cream and a bunch of different food items.
Right.
And we did do that, and it was very nice. The building itself is really cute too.
Yeah.
Like, it's really nice building.
Mm-hmm.
They have it decorated really cute, and then they have a store in there with a bunch of like cheeses and spreads and all different things that they don't sell in the grocery store, like different flavors, and then they sell shirts and all kinds of things. I mean, they got it all. It's very well done.
I wanted to buy some cheeses, but where Tillamook is about 45 miles from our RV park. And since we're down here south, we're actually going further south away from the RV park to check out a state park and some other things. So there's no way we could buy cheese and let it sit in the car all day. For whatever reason, it's showing 85 degrees right now outside. And it is feeling kind of warm. So
today is supposed to be warmer. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow are warmer in both Cannon Beach and then also here in Tillamook. So I think it's supposed to get to like 78, which makes me laugh because our tour guide was like, "It's hot today," and Kevin and I were just like, "Yeah, hot, okay." But it's definitely warmer than it's been in Oregon. So I think people are taking full advantage. They're getting out of the house. They're getting into the sunshine. Because then I think after tomorrow, it's supposed to rain again for another 2 days.
Yeah,
so
Monday, Tuesday,
I think, and I don't know, I'm not from Oregon, so if you are, you can correct me, but it seems like when there is sun, people in Oregon like to get out.
Oh, absolutely.
And who wouldn't, right? If it rains a lot. So anyway, it was a really good tour. We had a good time. Yeah.
So afterwards, we went down and we ate. We got the mac and cheese, and I got a Caesar salad.
And we just did a little splitty there. It was perfect. We wanted to do ice cream, but we both were just too full, so we may or may not stop on our way back in to back to Cannon Beach, but we'll see. So we just I was too full, but both were very good, and it was a good time. I just can't believe how many people are turning in here. And the thing I was telling Kevin is they have a whole like oversized parking lot. I was looking behind me because that's where it is. Oversized cars, and there are so many RVs pulling in here. So I think when people are traveling, like you said, along the 101, they'll just pull in here because, like we said, there's a whole place to eat and
ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, so you can stop, get a treat, whatever you want to do.
I mean, they only do 2 tours a day, and the next tour I don't think is till after lunch. So all these people aren't pulling in here to do a tour because until your tour happens, there's not a lot to do rather than just do a little shopping and eating. So I think a lot of people just stop on the way.
Yeah, I mean, you could do the self-guided tour where you just go up and look at all the stuff and read it for yourself. So I think people will do that too, but definitely not a lot of time.
Right.
So and you have to reserve.
Yes, you do have to reserve it online.
You can't just come in person and go to it. You have to have a reservation.
I made reservations on their website a couple days ago. Really
but when
simple.
you made the reservations, the later one was already booked.
Yes.
So just if you want to not go at 10:15 and you want to do something a little later, just make sure you know that. They do book up.
Right.
But yeah.
It was well worth it.
Well, and especially I'm assuming in the summer.
Oh, gosh.
It's got to be hard to get in. So
yeah, because today is what, October 6th? Yeah, today is October 6th. So, you know, I know where we're from in Arizona, the kids are off school. I don't know about here in the Oregon
I'm not
area.
Sure when their fall break is.
If they even do a fall break, because they didn't go back to school till after September, so till after Labor Day.
Yeah. So, anywho's.
All right, we'll get back at you later.
That's all we've got.
We're at Pacific City over here at, what's this called?
Kiwanda's Cove.
At the Kiwanda's Cove for the tide pools. Now, the tide's a little different right now. We're not seeing as much as the animal life in the water, but it's still pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, and it's, I don't know, just watching the water come in and out is wonderful.
Yep, and there's another large haystack rock out here off the coast. I did remember reading something that there was 2 major haystack rocks on the Oregon coast. One was Cannon Beach, and I do believe this was the second one. So. We are, what, about 15 miles south of Tillamook? So we made the drive there, and then just decided to keep on coming since we're already gone, and check this place out. We saw it on a couple of the channels, so here we are, and we're very happy we did.
Yeah, it's pretty.
There's a big sand dune off to the side. There were some kids climbing up it and sliding down. A little too old for that, so we're gonna skip the sand dune. But hey, this is gorgeous, and it's like we always say, just get out and drive and go explore and you'll run into something beautiful. The water is definitely on the chilly side.
But at least it's a sunny day. Imagine if it wasn't a sunny day.
Yeah, what is it, about 75 out here? Almost 80?
Yeah.
Something like that?
I think they said 78 today.
Yeah.
77, I don't know.
That's okay, we'll take it. October 6th, and we're standing in the ocean in the upper 70s.
Woo, yeah, it's chilly. That feels colder than Cannon Beach.
Your leveling system legs look like this? Do you want them to look like this? And we are an RV SnapPad affiliate, so use our discount code down below for 10% off your order. All right, as you can see, I'm in the bay. And our beacon has the electric dump valves. And we're about 3 days from pulling out, and the tanks are getting a little full. So I figured tonight I was gonna dump the gray tank, dump that all out, so we have a couple days, you know, showers and stuff to fill it back up, and then when we leave, and be able to do a good flush and everything else. Well, I go out there, open up the side bay, push the button to dump the gray, and it goes click. And it's not opening up, the valve's not opening, nothing's coming out. So that means I gotta take the wall down here in the bay, and hopefully when I was looking online it said possibly something came loose. So I gotta open up the bay, look in there and see what's going on. So gotta love RV life. You can see the little lever when you push the button, the lever goes up, but it's not grabbing onto the handle. Something broke off of it. So we're gonna grab some zip ties and see if we can't tie that off and see if it works. Redneck engineering at its best. All right, so we fixed it with a zip tie. I'm gonna put it on the list for when we go to Tishmongo, because the plastic is actually broken down there, but it was an easy fix. The T-handle slipped out of the hook, so I just slid it back in and tied it off with a zip tie, opened and closed it once or twice, and we are good to go. You have to know how to work on these things, and if you don't know how to do it, Google it. That's what I did. I just went on Google and said Vanley Beacon electric dump valves. If your electric dump valve isn't working, remove the wall and you'll see the T-handles and see what the problem is. And sure enough, you know, push the button or watch the lever go up and down and it wasn't grabbing the T-handle. So it was actually a pretty simple fix, other than taking everything out and removing the wall and stuff. But again, you know, full-time RV life, you got to be willing to get your hands dirty and do a little bit of work. So we're all good to go. I'm going to put everything back together, and then I think I'm going to go inside and, you know, finish having dinner and watching Sunday Night Football. All right, so the one thing I forgot to mention when I was down below in the bay is, even though it was a pain taking down the wall and doing all that, it was also a good opportunity for me to check all the connections, check for leaks and everything like that. And lo and behold, everything looked great. Everything was dry under there. All the connections were dry. No leaks, no other issues down there. So if you ever have the opportunity to take down that wall and look down there, might as well do a quick once over and check for leaks and everything else. We're pretty happy now that everything should be good to go.